So I got the car here at the shop. Let's kind of get an idea what's messed up here. As you can tell, the harness there is burned up on this area there. What looks like what happened when the casting broke, we'll figure out why in a little bit. We actually shot oil out of the water jacket there when it came through there, and it caught a bunch of stuff on fire. You know, that's on fire, that was on fire. See back there, the harness, fire. Got that stuff. Got that. So decent amount of stuff burned up. Still could have been worse. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get this one head off tonight because I just want to see if I can figure out more what's going on. As you can tell, I sound a little funny and I feel a little crappy, but I feel better today than I thought I would, that's for sure. So I'm going to try to get a step ahead so I can start plotting my next moves. What is up, guys? So it's been almost 2 weeks since we got back from Georgia. The day after we got back, I felt a little crappy, but I was able to stay that evening and just get the passenger side head off because, you know, I needed to see what was going on inside this thing just to start planning. So here we are 2 weeks later. I've just been super busy, did family stuff last weekend, which I can't complain about since my wife gives me a lot of freedom, to be honest. But so let me show you guys some of the damage. I just saw some of the track, but you know, we got burned up line here for the turbo scabbage pump return. Turbo feeds burned up. Crossover melted the covering off, nice and crispy. Possibly damaged plug wires. I have to dig into it. Partially melted dipstick, but it still works. I'm sure I'll keep it. Hopefully my starter's good because that thing turned over really cool. See here the deck, the block. So that sucks. The head stud's actually damaged. Thankfully I found a guy, or I was told a guy, referred to a guy that could possibly repair it. So I won't have to see about that. But that's the current game plan. I'm gonna actually get it apart tomorrow and see. Cylinder head, boom. So what's weird about this? If you look at how the melt is, it's crazy how smooth it is, right? Like it's not abrupt like it is out there. It just kind of laid it over. I mean, you know, there's melted aluminum here in the coolant passages. Look at that. It's melted cylinder head aluminum. Go that way. Of course, that's damaged. That's that. You can see the actually came out inside the cylinder head in the spring pocket. I'm sorry for the camera here, guys. In that area too. Let me move this back. Wiring harness, lots of damage. Some of the wire itself was jacked up. You know, there's a bunch of it. I'm going to obviously go over all this too. There's some more of it. You know, that. You know, we run the AFR 500 wideband. It is melted. The sensor connector is. I might be able to get it apart tomorrow. I've seen worse. I'll probably see if I can get somebody a tip. Send me a couple ends, I should say. But I have not had a chance to dig anymore. So that's the plan tomorrow, is to actually come in, get the engine out, tear it down, and hopefully the block is reusable. And then I'm going to probably make a game, like a change of plans. Like I feel like we've hit a wall, and I'm not going to say, I feel like that combination still had a few more mile per hour left in it, but that few more mile per hour is not sufficient. You know, I need a 180 mile per hour combination. I feel like we're at an induction limit, and I could be wrong because I'm going to make a few changes at once. But the plan for this combo is to do most likely LS7 based head, so probably like a CID solid head. Sean said he can sell me an intake manifold base, so I don't have to buy a whole new intake, thankfully. And if I go that route, excuse me, that'll be relatively inexpensive and keep my injector set up. Or I could sell that and go with a CID intake deal, but then I got to cut my hood up a whole lot. So I really just need to do some research and think about this stuff. I'm going to build a new crossover and just do things a little bit bigger tubing. Try to eliminate any potential back pressure issues as well. I mean, back pressure is getting up there. 53 pounds of boost at 75. I guess it's not terrible because it's getting close to 1.5. So we're getting at that limit. But just there's some things I want to make better. You know, it's like, as for why it happened, you know, I'll show you guys here. This right here was the run before. I'm sorry. Timing mark's good, definitely fat. AFR was like 3.0, 3.1, and that was this run, which is still hard to see. Obviously, like, it didn't smash the plug. I was trying to tight gap. There's still oil in that plug. I'll probably brake clean it out. You can almost see a timing mark. I swear it might be a hair higher, but I had a degree less in it that run than it did the last one. But you know, I don't think it was tune-up related. Like, and everybody says that, right? Because, you know, and if anybody that knows me will tell you that I don't think I'm anybody special. So I just do things, and they either work or they don't. And the air fuel on that run, 3.0, 3.1, so it's fat. Timing on that cylinder, timing was in the bottom teens. And I don't run flat timing tables either, because this is not a small block Chevy, so you don't do that. But what I'm thinking may have happened, I'm really thinking I need to check the wiring from number 4 coil and make sure that on that connector, like I'm really wondering if it misfired the coil, and if that coil misfires too early, that will set off what you see here. So that's what I'm starting to lean towards, because before the shift I felt it missed one time, but that was it. And then in high gear, you know, at 4 seconds, got a nice flame show. So it's one of those things. It's annoying. It's disheartening. It kind of definitely slows my plans down for the season. You know, I want to be at Alabama in 2 weeks. Not going to happen. Not feasible. Not putting another stop block in it to try to go past the time as far as trying to go fast, because I'm gonna end up trying to lean on it again, because I don't want to go slower. So at least not with the awesome setup. So I got some decisions to make, and it could take a little bit, but I'll get it figured out. But you know, I don't know what to say. You know, it's just is what it is. The car was obviously making more power than before with the stock engine. You know, we were running more mile per hour at 100 to 140 pounds heavier. You know, same ETs with weaker 60 foots. So we were onto something. You know, there was unfortunately we had this little snafu, and just gonna have to step back and address it, and go from there. But
give you guys an update. Alright, so number 4 was a hole that melted everything, and thankfully this piston, minus a little bit of scuffing up here, looks good. So the piston's not melted, which is nice, because in today's world it takes forever to get anything. The bearings look good. I didn't, you know, I was looking to see if the bearing looked smashed or anything up top, because often when detonation happens, obviously the rod gets slammed back down on the crankshaft journal. When it does that, it can cause the bearing to flatten out. Didn't even see any signs of that, so that was nice. The main clearances, you can see the crank's been flexing a little bit, which is a dark billet crank. And after here recently, apparently guys have cracked a few of these things, so good to know. Thankfully I can't get anything, it seems, and honestly right now it would take a bit to talk myself into spending, you know, $2,500, $3,000 on a crank. I need more. I need to be more motivated. Otherwise, it's glad the piston's not melted, because like I said, it's hard to get. I do obviously have to get the deck repaired, so I do plan to contact the person I was referred to about that next week. Excuse me, just to have that, see if, you know, if that's something they want to take on. That way, hopefully the block is not trash, which I don't think it is, but you know, you gotta have somebody fix it, otherwise you ain't got nothing to work with. So let's look at some other stuff while I got this thing out here. So this is the diaper. I had to order a new infant diaper. It's already here, but you can see it's all melted. You know, which I guess no surprise, right? Let me put this in my box here. I got lots of boxes of bolts here. A bunch of diaper melted on this. A bunch of crap covered in oil. So I need to get that stuff cleaned off. And then go through some more wiring, like my wideband harness here, you know, which I showed earlier, the connector. The water pump feels like it might have a catch in it, water pump, fuel pump. So I'll probably contact Annnddd and send that off too, which I've actually got another one of those as well, an older one. I'll probably just send them both in just to be safe, to have them both done. That way I have a backup. So really think that's it. Took the driver's side head off, and it looked great. Everything was happy there. So that's good, I guess. I mean, I have one head, so it doesn't solve a whole lot, but at least I got that. Sorry, I'm tired, guys. I just spent 30 minutes sitting down. Got hit with the tired wave. I really just need to get this stuff cleaned up, I guess, and then go. Maybe take my engine wire and stuff, and can sit and try to work on the harness some, which at my house with my dogs sounds like it's probably going to be a nightmare and almost impossible. So we'll see what happens. What's up, guys? Tell us 1 o'clock in the morning almost, and watching UFC, so it's making this take longer, but working on the harness here. The wife and the dogs are in bed, so I'm just trying to make some progress, because this is slow, tedious stuff, and fitting in at the shop is difficult at the end of a long day. So right now I'm topped up on caffeine and working away at it, but I'm definitely not going to be able to finish it tonight, but I'm making progress, and every little bit helps. See that poster right there? It's pretty awesome, isn't it? That's before we have our other dog, but yeah, it's pretty awesome. Anyways, so that's where I'm at. I'm gonna try to get just a little bit more done here, and start cleaning up a little bit so I can get some sleep tonight. What's up, guys? Been a minute since I did an update. I can't remember what I did last. I think I was showing you me doing the wiring stuff. I've been at my house, maybe the one after that. I'll figure it out when I edit it. But anyways, I got the engine harness done. Engine harness is done. So, you know, redid everything in Raycam. You know, ideally, the way you want to do this stuff, obviously you want to lay it out and kind of not have to patch it, as I would say, as far as with some of the heat shrink. But that was my own fault when I did it last time, and just, you know, doing it this time. It's better, but you know, ideally the way to do this thing is basically unpin everything and pull it through this stuff. But that being said, still looks a lot better than it did. Injector sub harness is done also. I actually lengthened all the injectors 3 inches so they reach just a little bit easier. So that's good too. Anybody that's seen the car in person, and my wastegate line stuff has always been kind of janky because there's a bunch of leftover nitrous lines that happen to fit the bill, and they were, it worked, but it looks like crap, and I always forget about it until, I was usually out with the car pushing it somewhere, and I mean, it looks like crap. Redid the coil grounds, you see them also, both sides. And the solenoid wiring as well. The fuel lines, I actually have some stuff here from when I did the stuff originally. I think that nice destroyed head. So I'm going to shorten that one because I'm going to flip the pump upside down to see if it helps it prime easier. And then I got to replace that one and another one, fuel line was burned up. Yesterday, Sammy ran down to HED, Harold Engine Dyno, to get some head gaskets for his car, and then he took on my block because Pete's known for being able to fix stuff, and so hopefully he can get that thing fixed, and we can get on track with making some power with it. That being said, I still got some time to kill. Obviously, I've got one screwed up head, so if that head was repairable, I would try to run again with what I got, but I just can't see myself putting money into cathedrals again. Feeling like we're a couple mile per hour off the limit of those things. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. I've got so many ideas running through my head, and I think what I'm going to try is I don't know. Let's just talk about that later. I'm gonna keep scheming. But anyways, that's where I'm at. I'm gonna start redoing my wastegate lines. So this is to replace the oil return to the they got burned up by the fire. This is between the oil feed that got burned up and also redoing the wastegate lines. So a lot of vibrant stuff there. But that's where we're at. So let me start picking away at this a little bit.